Hey y'all, it's me, Tara the Mudcreek Stitcher, and we are back for another Flosstube with guest Lori. When were you on last time?
It's been a while. It was in the fall. It was before Christmas.
In the fall? It was before Christmas. Okay, I didn't know that. So we are back with lots of Stitchy goodness, and there's piles everywhere again. So if you want a short video, this will not be the one to watch. So no, this is not the one to watch. So just skip on through that. Personally, I like the long videos. What's your opinion? Long or short?
Yeah, I like the long ones.
When I see the good 45-minute to an hour and a half, or even the 2 to 4 hour whip parades, I'm like, I'm in. So anyways, we hope things are going good for you. Once again, prayers to California with the fires and the destruction. I know it's been horrible, and continue just thinking of our southern sisters and just all that they're still dealing with. I just keep seeing things on the news about, I don't know if you have, just, it's forever when there's damage like that. It's just, you just get one thing figured out and then there's a new problem. So just, we're continuing to think of you and just in our prayers. So anyways, and then just one more quick little thing. Okay, there's literally piles everywhere, but I have started my Bible study, and I had the book here. So when I find it, when I find it, I will show you. It's Proverbs 31, and the book is really, really good. I filmed this morning, and it'll upload tomorrow. And I'm already just like, okay, it's gonna be hard to wait, because I always wait till every Sunday.
Oh.
I don't read. I don't do it ahead. I don't, because if I do it ahead, I overthink it, and then it's not. I don't.
Not spontaneous.
Well, I want it to be the Spirit talking, not. Well, this is what I've worked in my brain for 12 days. What I think it should be. So, anyways, it's really good, and we'll be showing the Proverbs 31 stitch. If you want to join along, I've started it, and there's some issues already, but I'll talk about that when we get to it. So, anyways, and life updates for you. Christmas is done.
Yeah.
New Year's is over.
My daughter and son-in-law came back, and we had a good time.
And they're in Arizona, right?
They are,
Okay.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. How long did they stay?
So they were back about 2 weeks.
Oh, that's a good stay.
Yeah, so that was nice.
Yay. And her daughter is close to the attic, right?
Yeah, she's in Tucson, and the attic's in Mesa, so
Yes.
I don't know, 2-hour drive maybe.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so they take me there.
Good. And speaking of the attic, we just want to just remember Jean. I didn't know her personally. Did you meet her?
I did meet her.
Did meet her. Just watching Instagram, all the stitchers and designers that have worked with her and got to know her. What an impact she had on the lives of so many. She seemed like she was a delight. So just, lifted up her family and friends, and a great, great lady who really fostered a love of stitching. I think that helped all of us, especially samplers, because I was like, what's a sampler?
Yeah, because the attic is where samplers rule.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so what a great lady and a great legacy that she's left for all of us. So anyways, life is busy, back to work. Kids are sick. Kids got me sick. Not my own. Second graders.
Yeah.
I was fine last Wednesday. I ate a huge supper. Sloppy Joe's. Huge supper. Told my husband I'm going to bed. Good night. I was happy. Laid down, slept for an hour, woke up and went, uh-oh. And I hauled it to the basement because I knew immediately, I'm like, I am going to puke. And went to the basement to, just keep myself away from him. And it wasn't just puking. It was fever. My back ached for 5 days.
Oh my gosh.
5 days, yes. So it wasn't just me. All this last week at school, I've had between 3 and 5 kids gone every single day. We've had 3 to, 7 teachers gone every single day.
Wow.
It's been rough this whole week. And so the kids, second graders and kindergartners, she works with kindergartners, they like to hug.
Yeah.
They like to hug a lot.
Yeah.
And I've been doing a lot of, no, away. Yeah. So they finally are like, can I just give you a little short hug? I'm like, oh, fine. Short hug. Short. 1, 2. Okay.
Fine.
Get away. No, germs. So, and it's not just, it's stomach flu, it's influenza, which I think everyone's experiencing that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I had the stupid Noro, whatever it is. I want to call it Nora because that just seems appropriate. Nora had the norovirus and strep throat. I think I have 2 kids with strep throat in my class right now as well.
Yeah. I know. We had, not this past week, but the week before, we had 5 kids gone for like 3 days. Some would come back and then others would get sick. And then in 3rd grade last week, they started out the week with 4 kids down. And by the end of the day, 2 more dropped. It's like,
yeah.
oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I can't believe I haven't gotten it because my kindergartners are all over me. I'm just
I'm surprised my husband's walked through. But I did. I mean, I was like separated and Cloroxing wipes. He was wiping anything I was near. He's like, he wouldn't touch his toothbrush. I'm like, I'm not touching that thing. It's close to your diseased one. I'm like, well, I wouldn't either. So. But yeah, I'm curious. And part of the problem, I'm not going to bag on parents because I did the same thing. The kids wake up in the morning. They tell their mommy and daddy, I feel great now. Mm-hmm. Parents believe them, send them to school. By 8:05, I'm calling and sending them back home. Mm-hmm. You need to wait till the noon time to know for sure if it's real. And I remember doing that with my own little kids until I finally like, no, you're just staying home. But I might miss it. No, you're staying home. They typically still wouldn't be very well. So that's kind of where we're at. Things on the farm. The cows are in the cornfield. We've had a steer get out twice. I tried to chase it once, and I learned not to. My husband tried to chase it the second time. We gave up. And all it took was just honking a horn, and then it took off running to the gate because it thought it was going to get corn. It was like a little kid jumping up and down. It's like, yay! And then we didn't give it corn. So life on the farm's normal. Some people are actually getting planters ready. I'm just like, no, because it's been so warm here in Nebraska. It's like, no.
February 1st.
I know. It's like, no, don't do it, guys. Don't plant yet. We always get the surprise blizzard like April 10th. So just hang in there. So anyways, moving on, I wanted to once again plug our, it's more Shelly, Prairie Fire Stitchers, Cross Stitch Retreat. We're the backup. We have no idea what we're doing, but we are the backup. Sorry, Shelly. And I did make a website for it. It's called Stitching on the Prairie, Cross Stitch Retreat 2025. And I'll either put that at the bottom of the screen or I'll link it. I'll probably do both. And on it, no designer is coming. It is just a retreat to stitch. And so there's going to be a bag exchange, a smalls exchange, and a brag table up to this point, as far as I know. And it's at the Holiday Inn in Kearney, Nebraska. So I just wanted to throw that out there. And if you've registered already, which many of you have, just go to that website for any information, for addresses, how to get to Kearney, all that stuff. I've put it on there. So,
good for you.
Good for me. So anyways, okay. I think that's updates, and we're going to start going into all the whips, fails, problems, and so on. Okay.
There were several.
Agreed. Let me go into one happy thing. I actually got a little bit of quilting done. It is Barton Cottage, and this is it Moda Fabrics? I think it's Moda. Nope, Riley Blake, I apologize. It's Riley Blake. I've gotten the house done, and I'm gonna show that really fast because I'm so proud that I actually got it done.
So cute.
It's not as perfect, but as we know, I'm gonna have Lori grab a side.
Cottage.
Yay! I asked my granddaughter, can you tell me what this is? She's like, I don't know. I'm like, it's a house. Come on. So this is the cottage, and it's based off of Sense and Sensibility, the book and the movie Barton Cottage. So I got that done, and I actually have these all done here. I just need to get the corners finished and just piece it together. So I'm excited.
Good for you.
I know I cut it out with her summer. Didn't work on it again until Christmas. And then I did actually pick it up a couple weekends ago and did work on it again. And that's the speed of things here. Every 3 to 6 months. So, okay, that was one of my whips. You want to show one of your whips? Now to stitching.
Yes. Okay, so I've been working on my Christmas garden, which you've all seen that.
Let me hold it up for
Okay.
you. You can write it. It's so pretty. And what book is this again?
Home for the holidays.
Is this the one with the cardinal? Oh, there it is. I would have to get this book. That's it. Okay.
Now with the cardinal. And this is my progress.
Ooh.
I couldn't wait to get down to that gold band that kind of separated the first third of it. I got to that and got a little beyond. Had to stitch one of these deer twice because I was stitching it with Tara and not paying attention to what I was doing. And I stitched the length of his neck twice. So one of these had this, he looked like a giraffe instead of a deer.
Sorry.
I'm like, what did I do?
It was probably my fault.
Terrible.
I was talking.
So I ripped him out.
So did you do? Oh, she did the whole border.
Yeah.
Isn't that gorgeous? And do you know the linen name by any chance?
No.
No.
Oh, it's winter white, but I couldn't tell you the manufacturer.
And we were just
I got it at the
discussing.
attic.
Yeah, and she changed colors on it. Do you want to tell what colors?
I don't know what they are, but
is it the flowers or
the red they call for Calico Kitty, and I used. Oh gosh, what did I use?
she's
Mana red. That's what I used.
Ooh.
Mana red.
Is it
I think it's a Gentle Arts.
Gentle Art? I love Gentle Arts. That's gorgeous.
And I'm using instead of the end dye for the green, I'm using the DMC conversion. And instead of Fool's Gold, I'm using something else. I can't remember.
Well, it looks like one of my golds, whatever it is. Yeah.
I don't have them here, but anyway. So
Yes, and so the red, it looks really, it looks like Christmas.
It does.
It looks pretty. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Lovely. Okay, I have a finish.
woohoo!
This is probably the only finish of the year. That's not true.
No,
I have some small ones I think I can get done. It feels like this is the only finish of the year. So I started working on this last year, and it is Stacy Nash Chicken Pin Keep. Of course, looking at it online, I'm like, I want this because I have chickens now. And I'm like, it shouldn't take long. It says pin keep. Well,
Yeah,
that's a
aren't
lie.
they small.
That's all a lie. It is not small in any way or form. I mean, it looks small, but the stitching is intense. So it took me over a year. Somewhere I have it written down, the fabric I used, but I don't remember what it is. And there it is. I think this might be Fiber on a Whim Cocoa. I'll
So
double
cute.
check. The border.
The little chickies.
I know. Tick, tick, tick. My favorite part was making the little hay around the eggs. Literally my most favorite part. I think it's because there was no actual, like you could do it however you wanted
Just
to.
guess.
Yeah. I mean, like they showed, but I'm like, I'm going to do this instead.
Yeah.
But the border was near death to me. I wanted to kill myself at one point and be like, is it worth it? Because I had to restart the bottom over 3 times. I got off so bad. But it's over with. It's done. Yay! And I'm like, maybe I'll actually get this framed. And I'm like, maybe I won't. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. It will be up by summer, though. That's my goal. So it's a finish. It's a wrap, people.
So cute.
So that was a happy moment. But if it says pin keep, don't believe it. It ain't no little pin. I was thinking this, and then when I looked, I'm like, that's a lot bigger. Somebody was showing the, okay, so this is the spring one. Somebody was showing the Christmas one. I'm like, that border is way easier. How come she decided on this one? I mean, because it's spring. You know, things are just growing. Why does it have to be so full? I'm just saying. The winter one looks super easy.
Tara's not bitter.
No, I was mad. I was like, why was I not more observant? Which will be the theme of today. As I'm going through things. I am not observant, which has always been an issue my whole life. My whole life. So, anyways, do you have another whip?
Yes. Okay, so I showed my ink circles last time that I was stitching for my daughter.
Oh, sorry.
And I have been stitching like crazy on this.
That's a lot of stitching.
Of course, obviously changed the colors.
I'll hold it up for you.
To, let's see.
Oh my gosh.
Gosh, I thought I was ready. What colors
so
were we using? Something.
Three
something
browns.
Not pink or lavender.
Three different browns.
Sticks and Twigs is the darkest brown.
Oh, wow.
And
So pretty.
gosh, I can't remember the other one. Sorry.
We can put them in the description box later if you want, if you're interested. So I'll have you do that. Do you know the name of the linen?
The linen is platinum,
Platinum.
and I got all of that at the attic.
36 count or
32.
32. It looks like 50 million to me. It does.
Maybe that's what they stitched pin keep on the chickens.
How do you even see this?
Why you thought it was going to be small?
I bet
Maybe
you're
they
right.
Stitched it on the
Well, yeah.
death
That's
linen.
everything. Everything I do is going to be huge because I'm an Ada. That's so pretty. It's beautiful.
So yeah, she says she wants to frame it in a gold frame. I said,
Oh,
well,
that'll be pretty.
I'll try to get that frame for
That'll
you.
be
'Cause I don't want you
gorgeous.
to spend money on your own gift.
Or if she's in a hurry, let her do it. Okay, so are you doing Whip Go? I never asked. Okay.
But I can't wait to hear about yours.
Every time in a video I say I'm never going to do something, a year later I'm doing it. So last January I said, I don't know why people do Whip Go. I now know why people do Whip Go. When you have 30 to 40 whips, something's going to have to change. So I made this on Canva because I saw other people doing it. And the music teacher, she was in my very first class I ever taught. She's 34 years old. And she's like, if you can do Google Slides, you can do this. I'm like, I don't know. She's like, you can do it. I'm like, okay. So, and she's right. I could do it. I'm like, yeah, look at me. I'm doing it. I just don't want to pay for it. So teachers get a little bit free. They don't get the whole program free. So the numbers that were called was 1120. And that was the chicken pin keep. And I was like, I'm going to get this done. This has been languishing forever. And then the other one called was this one. Let's make sure nothing's stuck underneath. Oh, shit. I'll find it. Sorry. Whoops. It's really heavy. It's beautiful. This is a bag made for me by Frances. It is,
Is Frances a watcher? A viewer?
She is.
Oh, nice.
She's a blessed farm lady too. She gets to drive a combine. Like they would never let me do that.
What a woman.
I know. She is amazing. Plum Street Samplers Crown Bird Sampler. So it's this one.
Ooh, pretty.
And this morning, it was one of the two numbers called. And this morning, I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I just need to give up. Because I'm having issues because I had an epic fail on something else. So I'm like, I might as well just give up. Not only that, but it's on 16 count. I don't like 16 count anymore. I like 18 and now 20. See, a year ago I said I would never do that.
You are growing up.
I'm growing up. Or getting stupid. One or the other. It doesn't matter. So anyways, and I bought all the silks for it.
Wow.
Yeah, this was like 2 years ago. I bought everything. It is Classic Colorworks. Is it, what do they do? Belsois? I think it's Belsois. I don't remember. There's fun names. It's Classic Colorworks Belsois. I was right. So anyways, after this morning, I'm like, I don't know. After my last epic fail, and I'm afraid there's not going to be enough room, it's going to be fine. So I'm going to keep stitching on it because for February, it was called again. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it. So let me just, I'm taking it part way out of the Q-snap, not the whole way. Anybody who's a Q-snapper knows it's so hard to take it apart once you get it in. I mean, it's not hard, it's just, you have it in a cozy spot for stitching.
It's comfy.
Yeah, so there it is. I don't know, I'm trying to hold it. Yeah, we'll get extremely close.
So pretty.
The border, now see, the border is more intense than the Stacy Nash one, but I love it. I absolutely love it. And I think I love it because there's just so many color changes. I like color changes.
Yeah. That pink is pink.
It is pink. It's probably not your jam, is it?
Is that the called for pink?
Yep.
Oh.
It is. No, Belsois, I keep saying API. But yeah, here you go. Just look at the pinks. So I've decided to stick with that because I have enough fabric.
They're so soft.
They are soft. And they're very plump, which is great for Ada stitchers because you want the coverage. Where linen, you don't have to really worry about that too often, do you? About coverage, or do you? Some things I don't know. Does it depend?
Yeah.
What about DMC on linen? Does it cover very well? Does it?
I think so. Well, I graduated at 36 count this week, but
look at you growing up.
I know. Mainly I'm 32, but I stitch with 2 strands on 32, and that gives great coverage. But you don't like 2 strands anymore. So.
I don't. It's because my stitches just don't look as nice with just one strand. With one strand, you can just whip through.
You can.
I don't know if I go that fast technically because I stopped looking at my phone, drink a cup of coffee, watch a little television, stare at whatever. Yeah, all these whip parades. How many of you watched? Have you watched very many?
No. I mean, here and there, but I don't like sit down and watch the whole thing. I watch a little bit of this one, then I go a little bit of this one.
Oh yeah, I can see that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Got ADHD when it comes to watching whip parades.
So there's that pink. It is really pretty. I'm trying to think the best whip parade I've watched. Carol Saltbox and Whips and Kits. I had never seen hers before.
I haven't watched that one yet.
I have heard everyone say her, and I didn't realize she was an actual Flosstuber. I thought she had an Etsy shop. And then she showed up on my, they have recommendations on YouTube, and I'm like, 4-hour whip parade. Okay.
Wow.
She had to split it into 2 parts. It's almost all samplers.
Wow.
Almost all of them.
What am I waiting for?
Whips and Kits. She's amazing. I'm like, she's my idol. I have a lot of idols.
So when you say they're called, what does that mean on a whip go? They're called.
Oh, that's a good question. Jessie Marie does stuff. A lot of people already know this, but for anybody who's new to stitching, Jessie Marie does stuff. She has a Flosstube and a Facebook page, WhipGo page. It's WIPGO. She started it, and she, just like bingo, you're like W or B2, I6 or whatever. Well, you make your own board with 25 numbers. You put in whatever you want, and then you wait for the 25th of the month, and she calls the numbers. She'll do it on her Flosstube and on her Facebook. And everybody's WhipGo board it's WhipGo because you're trying to whip down.
Right.
So I got one whip done. I'm gonna start like 5 more. It's fine. Everything's fine. But this is her brainchild, in the words of Pam and Steph, and she, I don't know, it's a lot of fun. You can do whatever you want with your board. Some people put a free space. In other words, I can buy whatever I want if I get that call. Some people put clean my
Is that
craft.
really what it means? Buy
Some
whatever
people,
you want, or
some people
stitch
do.
whatever you want.
Buy. And then some people put clean my craft room. Some say, I don't know. It's whatever you want to do to keep you motivated.
Cool.
A lot of people peter out by October, I would say November, and kind of quit because they're getting their Christmas stitching and I didn't put any Christmas stitching on this one. I just wanted to work on basic whips, and I figure in July I'll probably pick up Christmas again.
So does your board change every month?
No, this is it.
Okay.
This is it. And so like this month, it was Autumn at Hawk Run called, and this one called, again, the Crown Bird Sampler.
Okay.
So I'll be working on those again. So I'm very excited. So I'm kind of changing my board as I go, because I'm like, what do I really want to stitch on? So it's your rules. You can do whatever you want.
Okay.
You can change it however you see fit. So anyways. Okay, do you have any other whips? Ooh, I see a pretty one.
Oh, okay. Oh, here we go. Okay, so I'm working on American Sampler. I started this on election. Yeah, election day, because I wanted a patriotic stitch that day. And I was telling Tara I messed up this roof big time. That's as far as I am on it. When the page break and it has the shaded part, I don't know what I was doing, but I messed up by 3 stitches. So it's off, so now I'm gonna have to make fudge and
fudge is yummy. It's delicious.
But anyway,
it's so
I've done
pretty
that.
though.
I didn't want to put it down. I was having so much fun filling in this roof, and
it's on 32 count Belfast. Oh, linen, cream and sugar. Sorry, I was covering up the name with my thumb.
Yep,
it's really really pretty.
get on that.
It's gorgeous. I told her now I'm gonna have to buy that pattern. I was like, no, I don't need another big house. Have you seen
But it's a brick house. Look at that, bricks.
It is beautiful. Have you seen Tara Solely Stitches? She got it done within a month.
Oh my gosh.
Everybody's just like,
know.
how does she do it?
Yeah. Don't you people need to sleep?
Yeah, she might not. I don't know. Okay, I was looking for some whips here. Okay. So like I said, my Autumn at Hawk Run was called, I'm trying to find the pattern. I'll let you hold it up.
Okay.
And this is on Dune, 18 count, fiber on a whim. And that's as far as I got last fall. You know, I had these all organized. Do you think they're organized now? No. And, all right, yeah, oh, it looks so good.
Isn't it?
So I'm gonna work on the Crown Bird Sampler. Well, it's 28 days this month, but I'll do 14 days Crown Bird, 14 days on this, and because I want to do the next block down here. So it's this block is next. I would like to get a nice big start on that one. So I hope someday I can have a Hawk Run Hollow wall. We'll see. Just like I wanted a bluebird wall, a red sampler wall. So far it's not going very well. But you know, if I could just retire, yeah. And that is 1/1.
Wow. That's good coverage.
It is really good coverage.
Is this 18 count?
It's 18 count. And it's, once again, and I know a lot of people have heard me talk about this, it's shepherd's bush conversion. You have to, oh, look at the dog here. Okay. You have to call, and a lot of these are Classic Color Works, Weeks Dye Works, and Gentle Arts. You have to call and ask them for the conversion, and then they'll send it all to you. And it is cheaper because it was charted in MPI silks. So it's a good $300 cheaper doing the shepherd's bush conversion. So It's beautiful,
cute.
beautiful. It's so fun. I told her hawk runs, I love them because they have the right amount of fill-in, the right amount of little pictures you can make, just the right amount of everything. And when you get one block done, you're like, wow, that was awesome. So
They're practically full coverage.
they are. I know.
Because Tara's into full coverage now.
Unfortunately, it's getting into a problem. Okay, so I'll be working on that this month. My beautiful hawk run. I love it so. Okay.
Should I tell them my hawk run, my HRH story?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
I was flipping through Instagram, I think. Somebody had a picture of the houses of Hawk Run Hollow, but it said houses of HRH. And I'm like, HRH? Oh, I think that stands for Her Royal Highness. I'm like, oh, somebody charted Queen Elizabeth's houses that she owns. How cool is that? And I'm reading a little farther and I'm like, oh, that stands for Hawk Run Hollow. I'm so
I think that's a really good idea you had, though.
not
Yes.
with it.
So Paulette Stewart, who has no idea who we are, but
Right.
you should
There's
do that.
an idea for you.
Right there. And
This
we
is
would
good.
all go crazy
Yeah.
trying to stitch that.
I know.
That sounds a really good idea, but it's very funny. So I'm stopping this whip because I haven't touched it since Christmas, and I hope to pick it up again eventually. Kathy Barrick's Heaven and Nature Sing. I did work on it during the Christmas season. And here she is. And it's 18 count. Don't remember for sure. I think it's like one of those, not another sampler, fiber on a whim. So the deer legs were looking a little too holy, not like holy, but not
Sparse.
yeah, sparse. Thank you. I needed that word. So I'm doing MPI silks because it only calls for 6 MPI silks, but I don't like how the brown is covering on the deer. So I crisscross and then I did one more loop through, and that seemed to fill it up. If you can look at the back leg on the bottom, it's a little more full looking. So that's what I'll probably do for the rest of the deer. It is really cute. The trees are intense. They take thought. You can't be watching something like Night Agent, which we were watching last night, which is an action-packed show, or you're going to get way off. It's a really good show. And we're not done with it yet. And my husband has powered through The Good Wife. I want to kill him. We got in a huge fight because I found The Good Wife first. It was on Prime Video or Freevee, one of those Roku apps or whatever. I found it first. And I'm like, well, this would be a really good show to watch. Before I know it, he's gone through like 3 seasons. And I'm like, he's like, what, you don't know about Carrie? What, how are you watching? And so anyways, I'm like, well, I'm going to go to bed. This was Monday. I'm going to go to bed. And he's like, okay. I go back to the bedroom. And I'm like, oh, I forgot to take a medicine. Came back out. He was watching The Good Wife. And I'm like, what? You didn't wait for me again? He's like, you have all the time in the summer. And I'm like, this is not fair. And he just is laughing at me. And like, I am going to find a really good series in the summer, and I'm going to watch the whole thing without you when you're tired from irrigating. And he just laughed at me.
She's going to be the good wife.
Yeah. Yeah, The Good Wife's getting kind of crappy, so she's not so good either. So anyways, I was so mad. I'm like, all right. So
I've never watched that. What's it about?
this wife
Okay.
and her husband is state's attorney in Chicago, and he has been caught in illicit affairs with prostitutes. And she's standing by his side through it all, but he ends up in jail. She had a law degree, so she goes back and becomes a lawyer, and then you watch everything she goes through as the lawyer, and then her relationship with her husband, and there's some illicit affairs in there, and then there's some inappropriate things that nobody should be seeing. So we fast forward through that. So other than that, it's a really good show.
Right.
So don't worry about it. next?
I'm still working on my little drum, Rose Hips and Ivy, from this Blackbird book. Sewing Club.
Can I look at that?
Yeah.
Oh, that front one's
That's
gorgeous.
going to be my Stitch the book.
Oh yeah, I forgot we're doing that. Oh yeah, we're doing hashtag 2025 Stitch the book.
Tara wanted to.
Yeah.
So, but I did. I put in a few more berries. And
Which one is it?
I'm filling in the
Is it
rest
the-
of this flower. The first one. Yeah.
Oh my word!
So instead of, I could have had a finish on this yesterday,
So pretty.
but I get so close to a finish, and what do? I go start something else.
Yep. It's because somebody said on Facebook one time, it's a real thing. We don't want to let go of the ones that we've loved and worked hard on.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's my deal.
Oh, never mind then.
I mean, I do
You
love it.
cold-hearted woman. Never mind. That is so pretty. Okay, question. Did you change the reds again?
No, I'm
Okay.
using all called for on this. Just called for the reds I love.
That is pretty.
And I think I am going to stitch the top. Remember last time I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to stitch that. I am going to stitch the top of the drum. So I got that to do, but that won't take long.
That is so pretty.
And I think there's just enough linen left at the top of this to squeeze in one more. Because
She
I'm a
stitches in
cheapskate.
hand. She's a cheapskate and she stitches in hand.
And this little
I don't think she's a
pillow
cheapskate.
is only 3 3/8 inches tall.
Oh, wow. Oh, that
Isn't that
house.
cute?
That is so
Birds
pretty.
and flowers and
Dang it,
a wee
that's-
bitty house. What's this one called?
You know what we're going to have to do? We're going to have to trade books. I'll give you my fall book. You give me that
The
one.
Air of Other Summers.
The Air of Other Summers.
It's a pin cushion.
Oh.
And it's
Alexa, stop. It's time for me to roll my bread.
8 3/8 by 3 3/8, so it is
yeah.
little.
It is little. 3 3/8 be like,
I know, it's only like that tall. And since I'm going to finish it as
That's
a
so
pillow,
pretty.
I'm not going to need a ton of
no. You
extra.
haven't. Nope. That is
Little-
pretty. I
So,
love it.
That's that one.
Gorgeous. And did you say what linen I was oohing and eyeing?
This, I ordered this from 123 Stitch, but did not save the tag, so I have no idea what it is.
That's fair.
Unless sometimes I stick
I was
it
going to see if
Oh.
I-
No, I stuck it in my book. Okay, it's 32 count vellum, little fast
Oh.
linen.
vellum. So pretty. It is. It's just beautiful.
Yeah, that's what it called for.
I love it. I just want to stitch. I want to quit my job and just stitch. This is inspiring. It's just always is. Okay, another whip, and I'm going to give up on this whip because I don't like the coverage. It is My Big Toe Books of the Bible. And my goal is every time I finish a book of the Bible, I would stitch that name. Well, this is on brown sugar, 18 count Ada, and I like the Ada. That's not the problem. The coverage, I don't like it. I want it more plump. So, there it is. So Lori and I got together with the two Michelles. We had our first little stitching group a couple of weeks ago, and luckily I didn't get anybody sick because that's when I threw up, was the Wednesday after that. And I was really worried I got them all sick. I'm like, ah. So thankfully it's good news so far. But anyways, after a little stitching group, I'm like, we should have a little challenge, remember? And so Michelle P said, we should all do something new or different that we've never done. So I'm like, I hate how this is turning out. I love the books of the Bible. I want a piece I'm going to love and enjoy working on because, there's a lot of books in the Bible. So I ordered from Color and Cotton. Dun, dun, dun. I ordered fabric from them and I ordered threads from them. And I'm so excited. They have not told me yet when they're sending anything because they are so busy, but that's okay. In the meantime, I'll just keep reading my books of the Bible. I got Ruth I'm way past Ruth now. I'm almost to Second Kings already.
Wow.
I know. I have a
You
lot.
started January 1st?
No.
Oh, okay.
I restarted it last summer.
Oh, okay.
I go very slow now. I used to try and be like, I have to do it in a year. No. I read slow so I can enjoy it. So anyways, that's what I decided to do. So I'm not using this anymore, but I'm keeping the pattern. So
I was watching it wasn't a Flosstube, but a YouTube channel the other day, and this gal said that her son, he's in high school, he and a friend challenged each other to read the entire Bible in a month. And she said, I think he's on track for maybe a month and a half.
Whoa.
But he reads 3 hours a day to get that done.
Whoa. I couldn't do it.
That's an amazing challenge.
Yes, it
for
is.
high schoolers.
Yes,
to try
it
that.
is.
And it's
There
like,
you
go.
go.
That's awesome.
I couldn't do it. I like to take my time. I did read it in a year. Did I tell you that? Because the kindergarten teacher at that time, she and I happened to be talking at lunch, and this was like December, and I said, I think I'm going to try and do the Bible in a year. I got this chronicle on 1 year, and she's like, I have it too. So we did it together. Every day we'd be like, did you read that? No, I didn't get to it. Well, shoot, I need to get caught up with you. So that was actually a nice motivation. If you have a coworker willing to do that with you, because you see him every day.
Right, yeah.
So it's kind of nice. You can be like, did you? No? Did you? Oh, I better. Okay. So that was the first time I ever read through, was with the kindergarten teacher. And I just saw her. She retired 3 years ago, and she'd come up to school to pick up some kids. I'm like, oh, I miss you. She's like, well, maybe I'll come up to lunch for me. I'm like, thank you. All the teachers I've taught with have all retired now. When I started, they're all gone. So it's just me. I am the senior citizen teacher. I am the senior citizen teacher. There's only one other person older than me, and I like to tell her that. She's like, shh. She always says, shup, which is shut up. I know, that's what she said. And I'm just like, well, you are older. She's like, you've been here longer. And I'm like, mm-mm.
After our kindergarten teacher retired, I was I would have been the oldest, but my mom works there too. So my mom's older than me.
And she's old because I work with her. That's funny. Sorry, Mrs. May. So, my turn? I don't remember who showed. Yes, my turn. Okay, this is another whip I'm putting away for now. Winter Rose Manor. I got a really nice start on it. I was doing the called for colors, and after consultation with Michelle P., I met her at a coffee place, and we talked for hours, and we were sharing whips. I showed her it, and I said, I feel like my snow looks like a dog peed in it. And she said, and she goes, yes.
She agreed.
That's what I needed. Okay. So apparently it was roasted marshmallow was called for, but the dye lot must have changed. So after
a dog peed in the snow.
Yes. So after an inspiring conversation with her and went home, I spent 2 hours ripping out all my snow and found a much lighter, brighter white snow. So I'm much happier. And the pink stands out so much better now.
Yeah.
And this border was easy. I just want to point this out. This was a fun border.
I love that border.
I was not ripping hair out. I was like, I could do this all the time.
So your bird isn't red.
This is one
that's that
of the
bird.
that's the isn't that the female? Is it the female brown? Yeah. So, and I don't remember what this is on. I believe this is a mystery fabric. It is Fiber on a Whim. No, it's not. No, because it doesn't have the blue. I bet it's something totally different. I don't know what it is. Found in my stash, but I know it's 18 count, 1/1. So
very nice.
So I'm gonna put it away until I feel like
I like this little thingy on the back.
Oh, I know. And that's a separate pattern. Yeah. So if you don't want to do the whole thing, do that one. You know, that would be a really pretty spring picture. Just take the snowflakes and just turn them into little flowers instead around. Just change the color because they look like flowers. Yeah, could do that. So that is a whip I'm putting away, but I'm pleased with how much I actually did get done on it because I had like 10 Christmas things I was trying to work on. So, all right. Do you have any more whips, or you want me to keep showing them out?
I think I'm
Whipped
my
out?
whips.
Okay.
I just have
I'm close.
haul after that.
So I accidentally found this one right before Lori came, and I'm like, oh crud, I didn't put this on my whips list I have because I forgot about it. I'm wondering how many more I'm going to keep finding. I got a lot. So anyways, this is by Blueberry Ridge, the daughter to the creator of Pansy Patch Quilts. It's a beautiful pattern. She's got, I think, all the seasons almost.
Oh, I like that.
I do too, except I got bored, and so I put it away this fall. And then I pulled it out before Lori came. I'm like, well, maybe I should just not do it. And then I looked at it. I'm like, no, I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to have to do it. It's really pretty.
Have to do it.
And I don't remember. This came in my subscription to Be Stitch Me. I've been saying it wrong. Be Stitch Me. But I don't remember the name of it. But it is, I was trying to match as close as I could. And then the DMC I found, it's $9.75 DMC. And it matched as close as I could to the picture. So I've been thinking in my mind all week, I need to just walk away from ones I don't think I'm ever going to work on. And then I pull them out. And I'm like, I can't leave that. I can't.
Can't leave a good man behind.
No, not a good whip.
A good stitch behind.
Yeah. So I'm going to keep working on this one at some point. I just don't know when. Probably fall. So, and then one more whip. Two more. This one was devastating. Let me save the devastation for last. It was devastating. I was just so upset. I was so upset, I just threw it on the ground. I was that mad. I was like, I'm not going to talk to you right now. I'm very mad at you. The whip. My dog's looking at me like, what did I do? You didn't do anything. You're just that. She was so good when I was sick. I was concerned, like, can dogs get the stomach flu from adults? Because she was like laying on the bed with me as I'm feverish and sick, and she wanted to come into the bathroom with me while I'm like, no, you're staying out there. So she was a good dog. Okay, this is part of hashtag 2025 Stitch the Book, When the Leaves Fall. I did get a teeny tiny little finish. It was very exciting. This was last Saturday. It was a great moment.
It's so cute.
It is cute. I'm not doing the border. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do the border. I do want to turn into a little pillow. And then there's two more wrapped up in here, two more little patterns. And it's this one right here that I got done. I don't know which one it's called. And then I've got the squirrel started. It's in this fabric here. And then I started one more. I think it's this. Yes, it's this one. I got this one started too. So I got 3 of them started and one little finish. This just took me Saturday morning to get it done.
Wow.
I'm like, I forgot what it was like to get a finish like this. It's amazing.
I know.
It's amazing.
What's a finish?
I know.
That is.
So I'm going to keep working on that. And once again, there's only one I'm not going to do for sure. I just don't like it. That's this one. I just don't care for it. I don't know why. It's pretty. It's not my jam.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
For somebody who teaches the alphabet, you think I'd be all about it. And maybe that's why, because I'm teaching the alphabet all day long. And I get very sick of it over and over. The A, what does the A say? Short or long? They're like, A. No! We've been doing this since August. Come on, kids. Like, why? Why is she mad? I'm not mad. I'm just intensely upset. Okay, this is my sad story. The Lord's Prayer. No, that's a good thing. It's Leela Studios pattern. Do you want to hold that up and I'll grab it? So I was stitching along every Sunday since I said in my Flosstube I was going to start working out every Sunday. Mm-hmm. So proud of myself. Like, look at this. This thing's going to get done. And as I was counting the outside border, I realized I don't have enough room on the bottom. If I'd only would have started up further, I would have had enough room. And then I was mad.
Oh, that's so sad.
I know. I did want to cry. I didn't cry, but I thought about it.
I would have cried.
I was so upset. So anyways, I threw it out there to my Facebook page, and 2 people said, start over. And then other people said, just
make fudge.
Fudge. Yes, and fudge is yummy. Just cut out those bottom flower, big flower motifs and just swing your border around. And part of me considered starting over. But this is over a year of work.
A lot of work.
I'm like, I can't. If I can make that border swing around, I'm going to. I'm like, it's about the Lord's Prayer anyways, right? It's supposed to be about Him. Not that I screwed up, because He already knows that. See, this will be that humble. What is it the Amish do in their quilts? They leave a...
Make a mistake. Yes. Purposely leave a mistake somewhere.
How perfect for the Lord's Prayer that I have humble pie to look at every day. So I am. It was devastating. And this is 16 count tea coffee stain by me. So
I do love this motif in the corner right here.
Not helping, Lori.
Isn't that cute? That just stitch this all by itself in a little pillow.
I was thinking that. I was like, what if I stitch both of them and then frame them and put them around the Lord's Prayer or something instead?
Yeah.
It was really... It is pretty. It's all DMC and it's all called for. And I don't feel so bad after I watch Lala D Stitcher Laura, because she's had to rip out the light green round border, like almost all of it, like twice. So I'm like, okay. So I'm not alone. So it's humble pie for the stitcher. Humble pie. I have been humbled. So I might try and work on this tomorrow. See if I can fix that border and make it work. Or I might not. Just be like, I don't know. Okay, so that... Oh, I have one more whip. I finally found it. Last whip. Proverbs 31. Okay, I lost it. I had it and then I lost it. There it is. Proverbs 31. Hey, there's the book with everything. There it is. I found it. It's at the bottom of the pile. Told you we had a lot. Started it. I'm uploading the video tomorrow. And the book is really, really good. And of course, the scripture is wonderful. And she's going to go through this. It's Christine Patterson. She's going through the 7 virtues of the Proverbs 31 woman. And already the stuff I read for the video, it just resonates very well, especially with today. So I'm already enjoying it. So when I realized I screwed up the Lord's Prayer, I got mad. And I'm like, fine, I'm going to work on something I enjoy. So I pulled out Proverbs 31. And then I wasn't so happy anymore because, oh, thank you. Because as I was looking at the pattern, the words are stitched over one.
Oh.
So that's the pattern. The words are stitched over one, which is not a problem for somebody like Lori, who is a linen stitcher. She's a linen stitcher, so it would fit. Somebody with Ada, though, it's not going to fit. So a lovely lady named Becky, who I've met through Flosstube last year, she messaged me. She was trying to figure out what to do. She messaged Made by Sarah. I'm sorry if I'm not saying that right, but she's a lovely lady in the South who's an Ada stitcher. And she does huge samplers, massive samplers, and she has no problem. She'll change some things to fit the words and the verses and stuff in. And so she had a really good suggestion of look for a smaller font to fit in. So you can put in, she seeketh wool and flax and worketh willingly with her hands. So Becky was going to work on it. She's going to let me know. I'm going to see if I can find a smaller font.
Is that 18 count?
It is 18. Oh, no, 20 count.
20, I was going to say.
My first real 20 count attempt. So and I enjoyed it. And this one I know. It's Moonstone by Fiber on a Whim. This has been really hard to get because everybody loves it.
It is pretty.
Rude people who love stitching. What's with all of us?
I don't know.
I know. It's like weird. So anyways,
where'd you get your needle minder?
I got that from Mad for Minders a couple years ago. Oh, so I'm a huge Laura Ingalls Wilder fan. Huge fan. Yes.
Love some LH on the P.
Yes. Yeah, I guess my husband was telling me in the news, he reads the news. I don't. He tells me everything. That's how I find out. I don't need to read the news. He can tell me. He can give me the rated G version. So, Netflix is looking to redo the Little House on the Prairie series.
What?
A lot of people are hot. They're like, you can't.
Oh, they'll mess it up.
You're gonna.
Sorry, personal opinion.
I know. You're gonna end up, Pa's not gonna look like Pa anymore. And Ma, what are they gonna do to Ma? And are they gonna put it in current times? #MeToo or whatever? I don't know. So a lot of people are upset, which, that they redid, what's it called? Anne of Green Gables, Netflix did.
Yes.
And I watched the first one and I was horrified. Because I'm like, wait, Anne gets abused? And they show her being hit. And I'm like, that's not in the books. That is not. I mean, I was horrified where my son-in-law was like, yeah, it was such a good show. I'm like, no. So I made him watch the PBS version. He's like, this is boring. I'm like, no, it's pure.
Yes,
it's good. It's happy. Nobody's getting slapped. Now, Matthew will die later if you want sadness.
These son-in-laws. My son-in-law, he knows that, I'm like, I watch Little House on the Prairie on a daily basis. You just watch them over and over, never. Yeah, I know what's happening, but I love it. You can stitch while you listen to it. You know what's happening. And so he and I was in, like, I didn't let my kids watch anything when they were little. I'm like, oh, that's a bad word. We are not watching that.
I used to do that too.
And so they didn't know any actors or movies. And when he met my daughter, he's like, you've never seen this, you've never seen that. And she's like, my mom wouldn't let us watch that stuff. And so then he was talking to me and he's like, Mama Lori, you don't know who this actor is or that, and you've never seen this show? And I'm like, no, I'm sorry. And he goes, you need to get off the prairie.
Like, kind of hard.
I like the prairie. Okay?
We live in the prairie. Literally.
It's my jam.
Yep, I know. My mother was one of those that let us watch all kinds of things. So I slept under their bed till I was 12. Because I had nightmares. Nightmare after nightmare. Because I watched Children of the Corn at age 8. American Werewolf in London. Poltergeist. You name it. My mom was like, oh, it's fine. You won't be scared. I asked her, did you know I slept under your bed till I was 12? She's like, yes, we did know. And I'm like, you realize it was your fault? She's like, well, now I see that. She was one of those people that loved horror movies. She loved all Stephen King. And I'm like, there's something wrong with him. Mom, he's not right. But apparently a lot of people love him because there's cross stitches out there devoted to him. And so if you're a Stephen King fan, my mother would have loved you, would have loved going over every book. She read every book. And my younger brother. And my younger brother was like, Tara, you should read it. And I'm like, well, what's it about? Well, there's a clown. I'm like, okay. I was 17. I read the first chapter and I'm like, and I had nightmares that night. And I gave the book back to my little brother who was like 11. No, he's 10. He's 10 and he's reading it. I'm like, I can't read this. He's like, you're such a baby. I'm like, yes, I that, man. I'm good with that.
Okay.
So I wouldn't let my kids watch any scary movies at all because I didn't sleep, for 12 years. And so I wouldn't let them watch any scary movies. I wouldn't let them watch The Simpsons, Family Guy, none of that stuff. And my son informed me I ruined his life.
Watch them now.
When both of my kids hit 17, they're like, we're going to go to a scary movie, rated R. I'm like, have fun.
Yeah, go ahead.
And
don't sleep under my bed.
My daughter came home and said, I'm never, ever going to watch anything like that again. And my son, the exact same thing.
Oh,
I'm like,
funny.
glad I did that because, ugh. All right. Sorry, moving on back to stitching. Oh, I was going to say Little House on the Prairie. I always like to pull the books out and read one or two of them. So I read on the banks of Plum Creek every year to the second graders. But I pulled out last week The Long Winter. It's such a good book. Yeah. So I've been reading and enjoying that thoroughly. So anyways, do you have plans? Hope to start.
Hope to, yeah.
Okay, pulling out our hope to start.
Oh, did you show this?
No. Okay. Pattern.
Come into my garden, blackbird.
We started that last year, right? Yes.
Well, you did.
I did.
I started mine yesterday.
Same thing. Whatever.
Same thing.
Whatever. And yours is on linen.
Mine is on. Oh, I stuck it in here so I wouldn't. Or did I?
Yep.
Yes.
She's smart.
36 count. Highland Edinburgh linen.
I just
so I had a teeny tiny little start yesterday.
Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, look at that.
What?
The dyeing on that, whatever they do, that is so pretty.
Oh, that's my meager start.
There's a lot of green in it. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. It's hard to know what you see or not see. And every Flosstuber says this and it's true. It's hard to know. And mine is on 18 count. I think it's Velt. Velt, V-E-L-D-T. I'm not sure. What? Yep, 18 count. Velt. And there it is. And that's as far as I got. I think I worked on this in February or March. It was a little gal from Alabama. We talked to her. Remember, we Zoomed with her. And she'd wanted to start it. She actually, remember, she'd gotten the border all done. And that's as far as I got. And it's very pretty. It's very springy. So this will be a good piece. It's on my whip go board. So hopefully it'll get
I'm going to try to do just the border all the way around first because...
and the border is really not that bad. You just gotta, don't get off on your count.
I know. So.
That's every border.
But I want to get that.
Yep.
Done first. It's hard. It's hard not to jump in there and stitch a pink flower.
Yes, which I did. See? It's so pretty. You like the pinks? She's not a fan of pink, so this is a big leap for her. It's not easy. You know what? I think I messed this up. And I think I had to fudge it already. Pretty sure. Yep. Sounds like me.
Okay.
My stitching. Okay. So any other plans? I've got all kinds of plans.
Oh, well, I've got a big plan. Do you have your chart? Because I don't think I've got
Which one is it? Oh, yeah. Hold, please. All right. Okay. Sorry. If you're wearing earbuds, sorry. All right, we have yet to start this.
The Nativity.
It's a Heaven and Earth design. It is the mini. So it's supposed to be 13. Oh, I thought it was 5 by 7. Whoops. So it's going to be bigger. 13 by 10 and 3/4. So
325 by 270 stitches.
It's really not that bad when you think about it. Although it's full. But still. So we are going to start it. You want to show your bag of floss?
Yeah.
Woohoo! All being seen. Yay! So we're gonna try today, right?
Yep.
Maybe. Yes, we will.
Give it a start. We're both gonna stitch it on 18 count, easy count.
Right. I was researching all of this because that's what I like to do when I'm going to start something new. And Teresa Little Stitcher, somebody else just mentioned her. Have you ever watched her yet? Teresa Little Stitcher.
Yes.
She's mostly full coverage, not all, but she had said 18 count, 2/1 square is a good way to go. So I'm like, okay, for the coverage, full coverage. So we're going to give it a whirl, which she's already done it. For me, I'm a little nervous, but you won't know till you start, right?
Right.
So I'm excited. Okay, so my beautiful children for Christmas and my birthday have given me gift cards to 123 Stitch. Whoop, whoop. So I'm like, my goal right now is to kit up the patterns I already have. Plus, if I want any new ones, which has already happened, and I'll explain that in a moment. But I want to kit up what I have. I love these. There's a reason I have them, right?
Right.
I want to do them. So that's my goal, is to start kitting them up, plus try and whip down at the same time, plus quilt, plus whatever. I still want to learn how to crochet. The 3rd grade teacher next to me, she's my son's age. She's 25 and I love her to death, and she's threatening to leave me. But anyways, it's all about me at school. Nobody else. It's all about, I like how things are. Nobody can ever move away. That is how I am. No, I don't love it. I love my peeps. I love my peeps. So anyways, she's learning how to crochet. This is really funny. She bought herself a beginner kit at Hobby Lobby, right? And she'd show me a picture, and I'm like, I want to do this. I want to learn. And she's like, I'm doing it, Tara. You can do it with me. And her best friend started. But anyways, her brother, I don't know what he was thinking, but he sent her like this. It is a Highland Cow crochet kit. Now she's at like chain stage.
Highland Cow?
Highland Cow, the fluffy, fuzzy with the horns. She's like, I looked at it and I'm like, what'd you do? And he's like, don't you love it? And she's like, I don't even know how to crochet yet. I'm still learning. So she's like, so I guess I really have to stick with my hobby now. So I'm like, well, I said, I have lots of hobbies. That's one I want to add. She's like, well, get on it. So I'm like, all right. Moving beyond that, it was really fun.
I did a lot of crocheting for Christmas. My
Ooh.
nieces and my sister all wanted crochet things for Christmas.
You have to teach me. This was a mystery you did not tell me about. Oh, you have to teach me. So I bought this. I've seen so many people working on it. There's a group of Hawk Run Hollow peoples. They have their own little Zoom, and all these Flosstubers keep showing it after they work on it. And I love the color blue. My granddaughter keeps saying, what's your favorite color, Grandma? It's blue. It is blue. So, and I love reds too, but it's blue. So anyways, I use my gift card, and it's 18 count wheat. I'm going to stitch it on. It's going to be massively huge. I don't care. And then I bought the DMC for it. I bought all DMC. I thought with the white I would try MPI because it's supposed to be MPI silks. But I'm like, I do not want to spend. I would love to spend all that money on silk, but I don't know. And I
to eat too.
Right. But I want to see how plump this is. If I don't like it, I might change the whites. So we'll see. So I need to get it all ready so I can start it at any time that I want to. So that's one of my big plans.
Is that your 3rd Hawk Run?
Yeah. The Christmas one I'm walking away from.
Not just temporarily, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on 16 count. I don't like it anymore.
Oh, that's right.
I don't like it anymore. It's a beautiful block when you look at it. So I think I'll save the block itself. But I want 18 or 20 count. I just don't. I've changed. I'm not the same person anymore.
That little mermaid right there.
Yeah.
Just cracks me up.
Because she's doing a backflip.
I don't know.
Do you think she's doing a backflip?
She's just laying there, like under that house. Like I don't know.
Secret
Usually
water.
mermaids are all like, and she's just like.
I don't know. She's a tired mermaid. She could be drowning for all we know. Sorry, mermaid. You could be drowning. So this was one of my plans, and I will do the weird mermaid as well. And then, sorry, I'm balancing everything on the high chair over here. I still want to start this. I'm not going to give up. I want to start that.
She's not giving
Lori gave it to me. It was wonderful.
Do you need fabric for it?
I have plenty.
Oh,
I will find it.
Okay.
And if not, I'll order it.
Say,
Yes. I think I have
I
all
could
the
get
colors.
you the rest of the stuff for it if that's your holdup.
No, that's not the holdup. It's just that you may have noticed there's
I
some
know.
issues
I'm
here.
teasing you.
And then I want to do this one. Oops. It's shining, isn't it? I bought this at Colorado Cross Stitcher. Oops, sorry. It's that rooster and that chick. I'm not going to stitch that border. I'm like, no, I don't need the border. I just want these right here, you know, maybe even the alphabet in the tree, call it good, frame it. It's so cute though. And I saw, oh, I don't know who I was watching, but they stitched a, is it monochromatic
Yeah.
piece in this, and it was just beautiful. So
Oh,
Cupid, Classic Colorworks. So I thought that'd be a great summer piece to have hanging up on my wall. So found that by accident. And I'm like, oh, I want to do that. Why haven't I done that? And I still want to do this one. That's another one I hope to get up and work on. And I still want to do this one. I'm not making my load light. And I have never done an Erin Elizabeth yet, and I have several of her patterns.
So cute.
Still want to do this one. That'll be a pretty spring one.
Yeah.
It's really not that bad.
No.
Wouldn't be awful. It's so pretty. I love Erin Elizabeth. Have you ever watched her Flosstubes? She is just, she's so fun to listen
No, I
to.
don't think so.
She's just fun, creative. Okay, and then,
I'm thinking of Elizabeth Ann.
oh yeah,
They're different people.
yes they are. And then with the passing of Jean, I was like, you know, it'd be fun to start a sampler in her honor. Just, you know. And I got this at Colorado Cross Stitcher. There's a lot of these. And just thought that would be fun to do. Just to think of some great people in our lives who've led us into the arts of the needle. So anyways, that's another one. And then thanks to Michelle P, I blame her, she got this done.
Michelle P. I should give her a different nickname.
I know. Sorry, Michelle P. So anyway, sorry about that. I broke the table. I know everyone's done it, or starting it, or got it. You know, it's hard to find this pattern now.
Oh, really?
It's almost impossible. And Brenda Gervais' website's been shut down because she's working on designs. So this is, oh, sorry, Peace and Goodwill. It's funny. Okay, so Michelle P, there were two Michelles here. She is our fill-in delivers postage. What is it? Mail. I can't think of the word.
She's the substitute mail carrier.
Thank you. You just need to follow me around everywhere and just fill in my words. So anyways, I wasn't here. My husband was here. I don't know where I was, work. I was at work. And so anyways, she had a package, 1, 2, 3 stitch package, a rather large one, and wasn't going to fit in our mailbox. So anyway, she knocked ding dong on the door, and my husband answered, and she was like, I have a friend who says that your wife is a stitcher and like has a Flosstube. So anyways, she wrote a note out and said she'd like to meet me, and so we met in our city. That's my husband walking by, trying to be sneaky. He can't be sneaky. Met her. I had coffee. She went to the Quilter Station retreat this last fall. So she said there was 4 designers there.
Oh.
Stacy Nash. I can't remember who else. Like big, amazing designers. And she met her friend from Oklahoma there, who is a staunch stitcher. They're huge into samplers. And her friend's mom, and so, it sounds like they just have a ball. So, anyways, she was stitching this when I met her. We got no
40 count.
Yes, on 40 count. We got no stitching done that first time because we just talked for 4 hours straight, pretty much. Just
I was having FOMO that day. I'm like, no Tara's meeting a stitcher right now.
I know, it's fun. But then we had our group stitching, so that was fun too. So I hope to start this, I don't know when, but soon at a theater near you. And then today we're going to stitch, and I'm working on this one. It's in my book, but I just threw it in the huge pile. I'm not going to dig it out. But it's Token of Love. Here, I gotta hide the pattern. I always make working copies. It's this one, and I made a big production how I'm going to do every single stitch the book in some unique different thing. Well, that went out the window as soon as I saw the cost of everything. Never mind. But I did get the Vicki Clayton silks for it. And I did start it. And I already love the coverage on Ada with the Vicki Clayton silks. And this is 1/1, 18 count. And it's a bestitch me. And I think, once again, it's not another sampler. So, anyways.
I really like that.
Yeah, I do too. I'm thinking I'm gonna cut off the border. I just think I'm not gonna do it, and I'm just gonna do the basics, but we'll see. I left enough room just in case I change my mind.
You're banning all borders now.
Oh, that Stacy Nash burn me bad. So it's so cute though. So those are my plans. Okay. Any shopping, deliveries, delightful deliveries?
Delightful deliveries. Yes. Well, okay. So the Believe pattern. Who did you say that's by?
Erin Elizabeth.
Oh my gosh. I don't have the pattern yet, but when I get it, I'm going to stitch it on.
Oh my gosh.
Linen.
That is so
It
pretty.
is 32 count Gothic Belfast linen.
That's gonna be gorgeous.
Yeah, I just love that. So that might be a challenge in how to see that, but we'll get there. And then I just ordered myself some linen for Christmas because yay, man.
So pretty.
So I got 32 count Country French Latte.
I'll hold it while you slowly pick it up. Did I do that
I
right?
don't know if that's from. Is that this? No, I don't know.
Oh, sorry, you're reading it.
Trying to
French latte. I don't know.
Said who's I don't.
It doesn't
I got
say.
it from 1 2 3 Stitch. I don't know who. The dyer is. This is
That's
Picture
so
This
pretty.
Plus 32 count Legacy.
I love Picture This Plus. They have some gorgeous dyeing colors that they do. That's what husband again. So sneaky.
And this is 32 count Tyco, maybe? How do you say that? Belfast?
I was going to show that. Okay. How do you say that? Tyco. Tico or Tyco?
I don't know.
We don't know. Well, either way, there's a O-O. Oh my gosh. I just love the feel of it. It's just like, ooh.
And this is 32 count Heartland.
Wow, you had fun.
Belfast linen. Yeah, they didn't all come. I mean, I
Right.
several different shopping trips. But anyway.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And then this is a smaller piece of 32 count Wren. I've always heard people talk about stitching on this. Never had a piece, so
Look
now
at that
I'm in the
modeling.
club too.
Yeah. The modeling's beautiful.
And then...
Oh, that's so pretty.
Fiber on a Whim 32 count moonstone.
There it is. And see, I have the moonstone. Where did I put it?
Yeah, is that what you're stitching?
Yes.
Your garden?
Garden? What's it called? Proverbs 31.
Oh, okay.
Let's do a comparison, shall we?
Let's.
If I can find it.
It looks really different on the camera than it does in person.
I can't find it. Guys, I have too much stuff. Don't tell my husband I said that. I don't know where it's at. It's in this pile. Okay, I'm diving in, everyone. Diving in. Oh, it was on the top of the pile. Oh yeah, they look a little different. A little same, a little different. Mine's darker, right?
Yeah.
Yep, they always say Ada's a little darker.
And the modeling shows up more on yours.
I love them both. Okay.
So yeah, I got that, and then one of those with one of these linens. I don't remember which one, but I saw this little tiny village by, and I don't know how to say that.
Crochetta a go-go, croqueta a go-go. Everyone says it a go-go differently. Yo-yo.
Different.
Yo-yo.
It's so cute. I'm just like,
is.
I love those little houses.
How big is it?
Oh
Oh, yeah, snowman.
Cute.
Tiny village. It is 68 by 68. You could have a finish.
I know.
Isn't that cute? I've never seen that.
I know. I hadn't either. And then for Christmas, my daughter got me this little la-di-da. Love Abides.
I've seen a lot of
So
people do that
pretty.
one.
And she also got me a Savior's Praise by Shakespeare's Peddler.
So do you think you'll start any of these? Or no?
Well, not for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Because I want to get Christmas garden done this year.
Yeah.
And I've got a lot of quilting I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, one of my sisters gave me this quilting book
Oh, that's so
for
pretty.
Christmas. And this on the front, I want to start cutting this, getting the fabric cut out for that.
That's so pretty.
I don't have, it calls for like 3 yards of black, I think. That's the accent. And I don't have a piece of black that big, so I need to get that. But I have plenty of
That's so
fat
pretty.
quarters for the other parts.
It's gorgeous. I love it.
Oh, and then I found this fabric that I just think is gorgeous.
So pretty.
Three Sisters design. I'm going to give half to Tara, and she's going to make a bag, and I'm going to keep half and think I'll make a bag, and probably...
I was going to say, do you want me to just make you a bag?
Go right ahead, dear.
In all my free time. And I don't have a picture or anything. I'll put it in here. I'll insert it if I don't forget. I blame Sweetwater Stitcher, Jessica, Burn Stitches. I haven't even finished Christy Crosshatch Quilt. She has a wonderful video. I haven't even finished it yet. She's gotten 2 out. I am so behind on my videos. I don't know what's going on. But I had never seen it before. It's a Shepherd's Song by Plum Street Samplers. And I was like, oh my word, I have to have it. Simple. Have to. So couldn't, of course, it's not on 1, 2, 3 stitch. There's a lot of patterns not on 1, 2, 3 stitch because we're all buying them. So I went to Kitten Stitcher and she had it, and it was same price, I think, as 1, 2, 3 stitch. So I bought it through her, and I bought a beautiful piece. It's mushroom, 20 count. I can't remember if it's, I think it's Picture This Plus, but I'm not sure. It might be Needle Bling too. It's beautiful. So I hope to get that and start that eventually. And then, this is not Stitchy related, but my granddaughter is finally going to come over for a play day, unless she gets sick. She loves to play dress up, and she's always wanting to wear Grandma's Cinderella shoes. They're just these gold sparkle shoes I wore to my daughter's wedding, and they're too big. So anyways, I bought her some dresses, some sparkle dresses. And then I bought her these sparkle Cinderella shoes for her to play in. Look at the bling. Look at the bling. Look at that.
Oh, those are adorable.
I know. They're huge for her, but she'll just clomp around.
Yeah.
And I'm sure she'll be like, they're itchy. They hurt. But you know what? Who cares? Just look at them. Isn't that fun?
Yes.
So I bought her those. And then a shameless plug for my son-in-law's sisters. These kids today are just little entrepreneurs, I tell you what. They are starting their own all-purpose cleaner business. It's called Cottage Naturals. This one, it is maple toffee, and it's a cleaner, a spray, and it's non-GMO, whatever the cool words are that those kids say. I can't say it. Free of parabens and dyes, and I can't even say that word. Handcrafted by two sisters in Nebraska. So anyways, you can find them at Cottage Naturals on Instagram, Facebook. I have already used it all over my kitchen, and my kitchen smells good and it's clean. It smells like maple toffee. So anyway, shameless plug for those lovely girls. They've been wonderful to my daughter, just coming into that family, and so just good girls. They're good girls.
Good.
Okay, this is an 1.5-hour video. So if you made it this far, you are cool.
Or if you fell asleep.
If you fell asleep, at least it was a good time to fall asleep to. And I find sometimes I fall asleep to Flosstubes. It's a good feeling. So anyways, hopefully I'll be back. I think it's been a month since I've had a video because school, jobs, ruining our lives.
Yeah. I've been watching for you. I'm like, Tara, we need another video.
I know. Oh my God, I don't want to do anything. So I'm like, do you want to do one? So it's work, but it's fun. And I did get a lot of new subscribers. I just want to thank you for subscribing. And those who continually come back to watch, you are a blessing to me and to Lori when you comment. It's just so sweet. Like Samantha, the Hugo Stitcher, she made a comment about, I don't think subscribers and people who comment, it means so much. And I commented then on hers. I said, it makes the heart go squinchy, is what it does. It does. And it's just nice because like Michelle P said, she's like, I didn't even know anybody around here cross-stitched because it's so hard to find each other where we're at. And it's not like we're not in cities. You're in a city and Michelle lives in a city, but
City compared to
your
town, but
yeah, I live in a village. Yes, we.
I know. When I was driving up today, I saw that billboard for Dairy Queen. I'm like, I didn't know Ansley had a Dairy Queen. I'm like,
no, we don't. It'd be the big city, 20 miles away. So, and it's really good ice cream. So, anyways, all right. Well, we'll stop there. Thank you guys for stopping by. We appreciate you, and remember. The Stitching on the Prairie 2025, that is coming this year now. It's fun to say. And hope you can come, and we're excited. All right. Thank you guys, and we'll see you next time.